for 15 years? 15 years he was. It was kind of a quiet 15 years, but he went 125, 77, and 2. And in the playoffs, he went 10 and 8, which is respectable.
Respectable, yeah.
And now we've gone all the way to worst coach in sports. He has taken some serious, legitimate hits over what we see in Hard Knocks for his lame, forced, thoroughly unconvincing motivational speeches. It's not his forte. He is not a leader of men but by birth, you know, like just naturally born leader. He's not that guy.
No.
He used to be a great play caller. It's very possible that his claim to fame in this league was actually his ability to call plays, which he was asked to give up when he took the Dallas job because Kellen Moore was already in place and he's tied at the hip. They're very symbiotic, he and Dak Prescott. They love each other and they vibe off each other. Okay, I'm fine with that. But now you've taken away the one thing Mike McCarthy can do. What does that leave him? It's Puppet City, right?
Exactly.
Okay, but don't call him the worst coach in all of sport. We don't have enough show left to start talking about bad coaches in all of sports, right? Okay, now we flip it around to best ownership group in sports. And the agent goes on to say, to your point, it's the business of football, not the game of football. So what he's talking about is nobody runs the show better than Jerry, Stephen, and Jerry Jr. They're the best at it.
Yes.
They throw the most money at it. They spare no expense, and they put on the show of shows. When it comes to P.T. Barnum entertainment value, you cannot top Jerry and company.
Right.
They know how to do it. And to this point, they're always going to have 100,000 people there, so the winning and losing becomes kind of irrelevant.
Yes.
I mean, if they went 0-17, that would be relevant. But if they kind of go 8-8, 9-8, sort of, it's okay.
0-17, but the Cowboys fans say we're going to win the Super Bowl next year.
Okay, you're partially right. I mean, I've been through droughts where it got pretty well. In fact, the reason Jerry was allowed to buy the team, they were crumbled. Rome had fallen and it got ugly.
Correct.
It got non-competitive to the point that Jerry was able to even get his little foot on that door, the quote-unquote hick from the Arkansas sticks. How did he pull this off? And now he is by far, as one of the other agents said, he's by far the most famous owner in the history of sports. If you took a national poll and asked people in the street, name one owner in sports, whose name would pop up?
Jerry.
It would be Jerry every time because that nobody knows anything but Jerry Jones, because he almost epitomizes nothing's bigger than the state of Texas. You know, like he looks like he was made to be the owner of the Dallas Cowboys.
With the exception of George Steinbrenner, Al Davis, rest his soul, all the other owners chose to stay in the background. Okay, look, I've hired people to do this. Hey, y'all get my shot of me in my owner's box or wherever I'm sitting, and then you keep it moving. That's not how Jerry is, Skip. Jerry is front and center. Jerry wants to give the pregame speech. Jerry wants to be the first guy to talk afterward. But Skip, what Jerry Jones has proven, that you can build a brand without winning. That's what he's proven. Because the Cowboy brand itself, they haven't won a championship, Skip. They haven't even been to the championship game in 25 years, let alone a Super Bowl. And every year, the value of the Cowboys increase. Jerry pockets get fatter.
Okay, but here's the single most painful irony to me as a fan, and I feel held hostage by this concept. The man who says he would give anything, pay anything to win another Super Bowl is the single biggest reason they can't win another Super Bowl. It's and this agent sums up all his comments with the biggest issue is that Jerry loves to be loved. He does. He was on full display last night in Hard Knocks. You got to see it in his helicopter ride where they circled his palace, his Jerry world, right? Let's circle. Let's take another look at it, right? Well, that's you saw it. The facilities are second to none. But here's the irony. I do disagree with your one point about nobody cares about the facilities. Well, some would, but they don't play the free agent game. They grow their own and pay their own. They play, you know, I thought this year they might go into the market and actually try to make a splash. Belichick, he won the free agent market, right? He just said, give me him, give me him, give me him. Whatever it costs, I'll just go that. Jerry doesn't like to play the free agent game. They like to pick them, grow them, and pay them. And usually, to your point, overpay them.
Skip, but here's the thing. With the exception of, I think, of the Bengals, everybody have state-of-the-art facilities. Everybody got dip tanks and whirlpools
It
and
may
cryos.
not be quite
it's
this,
not like
but-
to the Cowboys. No, Skip. I mean, come on now. That's over the top. I mean, that's over the top.
Yep.
But let me ask you a question. You got all those over-the-top facilities. That what you built in Frisco costs more than actually Cowboys Stadium. What has it got you? You did all that. You toured around in helicopters.
It got you a whole bunch of happy football players who are losing, right?
Thank you.
Well, that's you don't think you would have loved to play there and be treated like a king?
I love, you know what, but Skip, the one thing I learned more, I love winning more than I love fancy items. I love what it didn't mean anything to me. Yeah, we stayed at nice hotels, and once Mike came, we got our own room, because before that, Skip, two to a room. We had our own room.
Okay.
First class, everything. We had massage therapists traveling with us. We got to win. We give you all this win. You got all these fancy facilities. You got cold tubs. You got dip tanks. They probably got physios and massage therapists 10 deep.
They do.
And what do I got to show for, Jerry? On your investment, on the football side, not the brand. What are the rewards that you've gotten for all you've done for those players? Absolutely nothing in 25 years.
Yep. So when Jerry says, I would do anything to win another Super Bowl.
Except get out the way.
Correct. The one thing he won't do, the one sacrifice he will not make is, Jerry, would you ever retreat up to your owner's box and stay there?
No.
Just stay up there. You'll get all your glamour shots, right?
No.
You'll get your vanity vehicle like the Hard Knocks was the other night. You'll get all that.
Yes.
Just stay out of the way.
No.
Just do Robert Kraft. Just stay back. Then the first move you'd have to make, he would have to go out and on the market find the best GM available and pay him to come to Dallas and turn it around.
What does people with money normally think? They always know more than the person that they hired. So Jerry, in Jerry's mind, he's the best GM in football. Actually, he's the worst GM in football.
Well, the quote from one agent was, he plays GM like a fan. Like a fan? That pretty much sums it up. He gets like a wide-eyed, crazed fan. We saw him up in his box the other night. That CD is a weapon. Well, he is a weapon. But now, do you have second level thinking of, but he needs to improve this or that or whatever?
No.
Because when it comes time to pay CD, his next big deal after his rookie deal, he'll pay him $30 million.
Exactly. Right? And that's all I'm saying, Skip. Look, the facility is state-of-the-art. It's top-notch. It's going to be 10 years from now, Skip, that state of facility will still be state-of-the-art. But at the end of the day, it's about wins and losses. Yes, the value of your team is increasing. Yes, the marketability, the profitability of your organization, yes. But Skip, football, I thought, was about winning. I thought professional sports was about winning. Yes, you want to make money.
Yep.
But what he showed you, I can make money and I ain't got to win nothing.
Okay. I got it. So to sum up the Mike McCarthy quote, worst coach in sports, if you dig deeper, the first agent we quoted is saying that anything that begins and ends with mismanagement talk starts with who they hired to be the head coach. So his point is actually one cut deeper in that he's saying Mike McCarthy is the worst head coach in sports because he's the most powerless head coach, right?
Yes.
Okay, so he can't even do any.
No.
There's no way he can even be a coach. He's just got to be a puppet on a string and do their bidding.
He can't.
So he is rendered neutered. He can't do anything.
That's correct.
You've taken away everything from him.
Emasculated him. Yes.
Yes. So if you want to go there, but he on capability, he's not the worst.
No.
Sports.
But Skip, if somebody comes late for a meeting and I don't possess the ability to fine him, if a player does something and I don't have the ability to suspend him, what am I? What the players found that they could realize
or if you do try to fine him and he runs upstairs and Jerry says, I rescind the fine, then...
And when Jimmy was there, how many guys you think could circumvent Jimmy and go see Jerry and get something that Jimmy said, okay, this is what I'm going to do?
Trust me, nobody even tried.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But once they got even par sales, once they got past par sales and they got Dave Campo and they got Chan Gailey. Chan Gailey was my offensive coach, was my position coach. So I know Chan, offensive coordinator also. Once they got past him and Wade Phillips and got some of these other guys, if the coach said something or did something they didn't like, they just go upstairs to Jerry.
Jason Garrett. They just went upstairs.
Right. And Jerry liked that. Oh, you cut to see old Daddy Jerry?
Yep.
Jerry make it right for you.
Jerry loves to rub elbows with his stars.
Yeah.
That's the other huge problem.
I mean, I couldn't imagine calling the owner by first, but obviously Jerry's different. All the other owners give him for the most part, except Steve Machado, because I know Steve.
Yep.
I call him Mister. Jerry don't want you to call him Mister. Jerry wants you to call him by the first name.
His own sons call him Jerry.
His grandkids call him Jerry. I've never seen such in my life.
So to sum this up, I still say my Cowboys are going to win this year in spite of Mike McCarthy and in spite of the general manager, owner, operator, Jerry Jones. In spite of.
You're not going 12-5.
Yep, 12
You're not winning the NFC East. And you're definitely not going to the Super Bowl.
Book it 12-5.
I already booked it. As a matter of fact, I already got your reservation for the end of the year at Club Shake. Yeah, I already booked it. Because you know I fill up fast.
We play the second easiest schedule in the league. Cakewalk.
Whomever got you on their schedule also has a very easy schedule.
Yes. I think they're fearing the new defense that we're going to run out there.
Oh, they're like, oh, my God. You see the Cowboys Stadium? We got no chance of beating them guys. Man, you see that facility? You see that drone shot?
Did you see Micah Parsons?
Guess what?
Did you see Randy Gregory?
Yeah. I can't wait to have that drone shot when y'all walking out the field with your helmet in your hand after y'all done missed the playoffs. I want a drone shot of that.
Okay.
That's what I want a drone shot of. When y'all got them old hefty trash bags clean out your locker.
Yep.
That Monday after that Sunday when it's over for you.
I want a drone shot of your TV room the night that the Cowboys clinched the lease. Yeah, that's what I want.